Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's Let's Talk Autism. Let me know, you guys, if you see the link in the chat. If not, I'll do it the other way. So if you are brand new to our Let's Talk Autism, what this is all about is just another way for us to socialize, come together, get to know each other, talk about our journeys with our loved ones on the autism spectrum. Sometimes we break the monotony and talk about other things, but again, it's just another way for us to come together and socialize. Okay, Mr. Charles, let me get the link in there. So how it works is you are welcome to chime in the chat at any time. If you see a question or a comment you can help with, you are more than welcome to chime in. I'm adding a link here, so I'm talking like this to chime in at any time. If you have something going on for autism, you are more than welcome to come and share. Let me see, Mr. Charles, you see the link?
Yeah, Mom and Jeep.
Yes, you're gonna get it, mommy. Teresa.
Yeah, Mom
Okay,
and Jeep.
there's Mr. Charles. Hi, Mr. Charles. How are you? Yes, you
Hi,
have
Nate.
to wait. You
So,
want
how
a
are you doing?
banana? I'm doing good. Doing
Yeah,
good.
Mom and Jeep.
What?
That's good.
DeAndre just came in the house and he is on the ziggity boom right now.
Oh boy.
He wants to go somewhere. Keep saying, "Mommy's Jeep. Give Mommy's Jeep." Say hi. You gonna say hi to everybody?
Hi, everybody.
Come over
Hi,
here.
DeAndre.
Look, look down here. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi,
Okay.
DeAndre.
Okay.
Hi,
Hey,
Teresa.
Teresa. How
Hello.
are you?
Good.
Good, good. So, if you are viewing from inside of the group, you will need to click on the actual video to open it up, and that will bring you to our live chat. Let me get on here. If you want to say hi, if not, please make sure you like the live, and you are more than welcome to share it, of course. Hey, Tanya, how are you?
Hi, Tanya.
Tanya.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to go here. What can I get for you, sir?
Therapy.
You want to go to therapy? Okay.
Yeah.
He wants to go to therapy.
Yeah, Mom and Jeep.
I'm gonna have to listen to this all night. Hey, Kelly. How are you
Hi,
this
Kelly.
evening? What's going on? You stayed in this Sunday, okay? How's the weather there, Tanya? Hey, Candy.
Hi,
Okay,
Candy.
I know you want to go somewhere, okay? Can you go sit down for a minute and we'll talk about it?
Yeah, Mom and Jeep.
Hey there, Ian. Just click the
Hi,
link
timeout.
and follow the prompt. Have to download anything. Just follow the prompts. Jonathan was not in the mood for an outing. Okay. Oh, well, I hope he feels better. I hope he feels better. The weather is perfect, a bit cloudy. Oh, okay. We had some mild weather today. The sun was shining, no rain, which
Yeah,
is a good thing.
today the temperature got up in the double digits, got to 13.
All right. Celsius, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Of course. Um, I'm assuming it's Susan. Um, there you should be able to click the link and just add your name and It should bring you to the dash. You probably want to make sure your browser, if you're using Chrome, that usually works for me. Well, hello, Fatima. You're a pro.
Hi, Fatima.
Candy says just left Walmart. No hot dogs or hamburger buns. Wow. It's too warm. Everyone cooking out today. Oh, you guys got some good weather. That's
Cindy and I
good
went
weather.
out to dinner after our meeting.
Okay, where'd you go this
Went out to a
evening?
place that's kind of her favorite is a place called Archie Moore's in New Haven, and
Archie Moore's.
Archie Moore's. Yeah, they have all kinds of different flavors of chicken wings, among other things. I had a Reuben sandwich and Caesar salad. She had chicken wings and a side salad with it.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good. I haven't
Yeah.
eaten anything. DeAndre just walked in. I'm thinking about ordering maybe a quick pizza. Teresa, what you guys have for dinner?
We don't know yet.
Don't know yet. It's still early. I keep forgetting you guys are 3 hours ahead. No, behind us.
Yes.
Mr. Charles, what's your time zone?
Same time zone as yours, Eastern.
Okay, Eastern. Okay.
Yeah. I remember when I was growing up, Michigan didn't do daylight savings time, and so we would gain an hour when we traveled to Michigan and lose an hour when we left Michigan.
Okay. Well, hello there, Susan. How are you?
Hi, Susan.
Hey, Susan.
Me and Joe did Panda Express. Okay, sounds good.
Hello,
And
how are you?
good. We actually made chicken wings on the grill. Sounds good, Tanya. Charles knows what's up. Chicken wings.
You mentioned pizza, Nita. Here in New Haven, you get the best pizza anywhere. You have your pick of pizza places to go.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna order pizza tonight. Well, Susan, hi, how are you? I'm gonna
I'm
give you an
doing great.
opportunity to share with everybody. Time out for autism. So tell us a little bit about your organization and what you guys do. Can you hear us, Susan?
I can.
Okay.
I can. Yes, we're in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and I am the. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
No,
I'm
Mr.
at
Charles.
Winston-Salem. I think I'm on twice.
Yeah, you'll have to turn down one. If you got two
Okay,
devices,
I
turn down the
see.
volume on one.
Okay,
Okay.
can you hear me?
no.
I'll just do this. What about now?
No.
Mr. Charles, are you still saying no? Oh, that's her uh, feedback.
Okay,
So where in North Carolina did you say you were?
I'm in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Winston-Salem. Oh yeah, yeah. My wife has a cousin who lives there. Yeah, yeah. We lived in Charlotte for a couple of years before we moved back to Connecticut.
Okay. So I know we do have a couple of our maybe one. I think one of the regulars comes from North Carolina, but we do have several in the group. But yeah, share with us what you guys do and what you are all about. You have the floor.
Okay. My name is Susan, and I am in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Time Out for Autism has been sitting for the last 2 years. I used to work for MCO, and I used to be a care management extender, which we go out and help people that's in need, like with guardianship, help them if they need food, pretty much like a social worker. And I do have two disabled adult children. I have four children in total, but I have two disabled adult children. My daughter is 34, my son is 30, and my daughter has autism, and my son has autism and schizophrenia.
Okay.
I am a single parent, and Time Out for Autism. I don't know where I got that name from, but it just popped up. But our organization is about stopping stopping the stigma of the way that people treat people with disabilities, autism, mental health, any type of disabilities. And we have weekly meetings. We go out with family outings. We also do like the parent to parent outing, like coffee or maybe go out to eat. We are looking forward. I'm in the process now of getting my 501c3, and we're going to try to see if we can get a grant so we can be able to help some parents with respite, as well as we're going to be able to go out in the schools and help people with the IEPs and
Okay.
any advocacy that they need.
Oh, that's
So,
awesome.
time out for autism. I know a lot of people like, why time out for autism? But it's like time out from, getting over people because they
Yeah.
treat people with children with disabilities, they treat them like something is wrong with them. And
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with us. We're taking
Mm.
care of our babies. We're stressed out. We go
Yeah.
through worse of things, but I just say we're the stronger ones. Yes, ma'am. So that's who we are.
Okay.
And I'm
Well,
Okay.
glad.
thank you for sharing. And we'll have you put your link to your page in. So the page is a timeout for autism.
It's time out for autism. My That's my email address. The email address is a time out for autism.
A timeout. Okay. Yeah. So when you can put your page link in the comments, and you guys make sure you follow. It's always good to have another resource. Hey Dale, how are you?
Hi, Dell.
Yep, it's always good to have resources at your fingertips. Are in North Carolina. Make sure you get in touch with Susan. Everybody who comes in, please make sure you like the live, even if you're not going to stick around. Help support the community. I'd appreciate it. So tonight's just open discussion. We don't have any particular topic, but I did want to update. I seen an update on a little boy that was being bullied. They said the community got together and I guess they are trying to do something. They don't have an update on what exactly they are doing, but the community has rallied together for 'em. That was just heartbreaking. I'm breaking up, Tanya. Um, Great to see you. Yes. Okay. My son, I'm sorry, you guys, if I'm looking away. My son is he's on the ziggity boom. He just got in the house. So please excuse.
That's okay.
Does she have cats? Who, Tanya? Hey Sharon, how are you?
Hi, Sharon.
Hey, Sharon.
Oh my, that's not good for kids. Not indoors anyway. Oh, I must miss something.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, some exchange that
Yeah,
we both missed.
must,
We all
yeah,
missed.
must miss something. But that was the update, and of course, We don't like a bully.
Mm-mm.
Um, that was that video. Did you see the video, Mr. Charles?
Um, no, I'm not sure what video y'all are talking about.
It was a little boy who was getting bullied by another little boy and another little boy who was behind the camera. And they said, according to the reports, the boy is like the town's bully, and the parents never do anything. Now, this is what I'm just hearing, but the town has rallied around. I have it on my page. I couldn't even watch. I started to watch the beginning of it, and when they said the boy was autistic and he was just crying, and the little boy was just being a bully and punching him, I couldn't even watch anymore. It was
Yeah,
heartbreaking.
yeah. They need to take these bullies, and parents won't do anything. They need to put them in reform school.
Uh oh oh, you were talking to Susan. You
Okay.
you were asking her if she has any cats. Is that I'm
No,
getting okay.
I have a bird and a dog.
Okay.
um Hi Lori, how are you? How you been?
Bonsoir, Lori.
Montreal. No, I didn't see it either. Okay. Joe has an IEP meeting in May. I am starting to create a pre IEP plan for myself to provide for the school base of teachers' comments and what I for the school base of teachers' comments and what I observed. Also, things I believe he can work on school. Okay,
Okay,
good,
that's good. Yeah.
good. Yeah, it was horrible, Tanya.
Yeah,
Very
this
horrible.
showed a boy was videotaping as another boy was bullying this autistic boy. Is that what's happening, basically? I'm
Yeah.
asking.
Oh, yeah. It was a boy. One boy was doing the actual punching and bullying, and I'm calling the boy behind the camera a bully too, because all he was doing was
Oh, yeah.
watching
Yeah.
and videoing, more so egging them on, basically.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they're both in on it. I mean, one is doing it, one is filming it, and, filming it for entertainment, not filming it to report it to the authorities.
Right. And they posted immediately. They how to get online.
Uh,
Maybe it was a shadow. Sorry, oops.
I've seen worse though, because I've seen, like I said, that blog that the teacher had, that where he made fun of things that mentally challenged kids did.
Mm. Um, Tanya says, "I wish I had an owl like that Mexican actress who has an owl." I don't. Any of you familiar with an owl? An actress, a Mexican actress with an
I,
No.
owl?
I wouldn't know, but I guess that's what she's saying. There's some Mexican actress that has an
Yeah,
owl as a pet.
yeah. She says she wish she had an owl.
Yeah.
Oh, Selma Hayek. Okay, I haven't heard of her. Sharon says, "Have you all hear of the class and HCS programs? Not sure. Are they offered in the states? I'm in Texas. The class in HCS. What does HCS stand for, and what exactly is that, Sharon? I haven't heard. Any of you guys heard of HCS?
No.
No. Let's see what she said that is. Yeah, I haven't heard of that, Sharon. So you'll have to give us a little more detail of exactly what that is. And Tanya says no. Dale says she hasn't either. Dale also has a nonprofit for and does outings. Dale, what state are you in again? I forget. And he does outings with kids with disabilities. Yeah, elaborate. Yeah, that's what waiting on her to do too. Susan, have you heard of a HCS program?
No, I haven't.
I've heard the initials HCS, but I don't think it's because initial can stand for a lot of things, just like ABA can stand for a type of therapy that some autistic kids get, but it can also stand for American Bar Association. So, you know,
And Dale is in Pennsylvania.
okay.
Lori says it was more common for boys to fight 30 years ago. The teachers let kids pounce each other and said it was good for them to wrestle. Oh, wow. Because they were boys. My son was horrified and didn't want to wrestle, so I thought he was just better behaved. He thought wrestling with boys was stupid. Okay, so he didn't want to get into any kind of fights. That's good though. Yeah, Pennsylvania. Tanya says I've heard of home skills in Texas. Okay, is that some sort of homeschool program or just, learning home skills like ABA or something? Candy says Joe will be starting baseball soon. Baseball season starting in March 25th. Lord help me.
Okay. Well, I think it's good if he can
Yeah.
play baseball.
Now, I know you say your children are adults. Do they enjoy like bowling or things like that?
Yes, my son
Yeah.
enjoy bowling. My daughter doesn't want to bowl. She rather eat at the bowling alley.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, she says it's a program in high school. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, something like economics, maybe. Yes. Sharon, are you still here? I don't know. She must have. Maybe she left out. Maybe she left out. I love bowling and pool table. Okay. I have to tell you, I'm not too fond of bowling. But I will. I'll go just for the, fun of it. DeAndre will bowl, but he'll be doing a fitness program this summer. Oh, there she is.
Yeah, Cindy and I tried bowling, and we discovered she, with her, mobility issues, she really can't bowl anymore. But
Okay.
we do other things, card games. Love to get together with friends for bid whist.
Oh, and Susan, if
Yes, ma'am.
you haven't met Mr. Charles is again, Mr. Charles, are you 79?
79. Yep.
He's 79 years old and he's on the spectrum.
Oh,
He's level 1. Yes.
okay.
Yeah, I was diagnosed 30 years ago. My daughter was the first one to suspect it after she watched the movie Rain Man. And then she began urging me to watch the movie. And when I watched the movie, I realized why she'd been telling me to watch it.
Mhm.
and then that in turn, led me to eventually get the diagnosis.
Yeah. A lot of adults are being diagnosed with autism now.
Mm-hmm.
I
A
can
lot of
think of a number of people with whom I've crossed paths who I now suspect were on the are or were on the autism spectrum. Uh,
Sharon says they are programs that offer many different programs. For
I am.
example,
We need a link. Hold on.
provider service, housing, even at your home. Oh yeah, respite care, day habits. Yes, yes. We have what we call here as a support coordinator, and they, give us the services, available services, contact information, and for respite care and um, stuff like that. But yeah, we do have. I forgot what it's called here. We have something similar. Have you seen Beautiful Mind? No. Anybody seen Beautiful Mind?
I've heard about it, but I've never watched that movie. Um, you know,
Okay. You'll have to share some details about it. And Susan, anytime you want to chime in, if you have something to share, feel free. You are more than welcome.
But I will
Kelly,
say,
huh? Go ahead.
go ahead. I can wait.
Okay, Kelly. Kelly says, my daughter and I are invited to a mother's luncheon for autism. They will be providing a lunch, dessert, and giveaways. Also, they provide childcare. It's in April. Okay, that's awesome. Almost like our sweatpants and mimosas back here, but it's only for the parents. We keeping the kids at home. Now, go ahead, Susan.
I was all gonna also say when you were talking about bullying, not only are the children bullying the children, but the services that that's provided by the children, the workers are bullying
Yes.
the staff. The reason why I left the MCO is because my daughter, it was required that I had to keep a worker for her at all times by me working for an MCO.
Mhm.
And I don't know if y'all call it the MCO, the managed care
Mm-mm.
with the services, but it's like the managed care, it's like Medicaid.
Okay.
Outsourcing
yeah.
So yeah,
Medicaid.
that what I was just talking about with the support
Yes,
coordinator. Yeah,
yes,
I don't know the thing
yes.
for it.
And my daughter kept not wanting to go, and I was running. I worked from home, but I would have to go like Statesville, Gastonia. I was going everywhere to help people. And one day my daughter, um the worker came to me and she was like, well, you know, my daughter's name is Tori. She said, she slammed my door. And I'm like, what? So my daughter say, she threatened me. I'm like, what? She had said that's not the first time, but there was second time that she had said that. And I had noticed she was not wanting to get out of the bed in the morning. She said she had a headache. And we finally found out she had been cursing my daughter, calling
Wow.
her all kinds of names. And
Wow.
as soon as my daughter told that to me, we called the company and told the company. They reported it to um, social services. I don't know what they quite did, but I just found out that I don't know whether or not they rehired this lady or what, but I'm getting ready to pull my daughter out, even though she will never work with my daughter again. But I'm getting
Right.
ready to pull my daughter out of there because I think it's wrong that they get away. These companies let their workers get away with so much, because they deserve to be respected too.
Yes, they
People
do.
with special
Yes.
needs. And that's why I say I'm going to advocate, and I'm advocating hard because You don't do that. You just don't do that to people.
It sounds like this company views special needs as a cash cow rather than as
Yes, I
an
do believe
opportunity
so.
to provide
I do
a
believe
service
so.
to people.
Hmm. I
Yeah,
do
it's
believe
a
so.
shame. And then you see the horror stories too when it's
Yeah.
captured, when they get caught. You see
Hmm.
the things that happen in the school with
Yeah.
with the kids, with how
Hmm.
the staff is treating them
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you're
My
right,
daughter
they
takes
absolutely
counseling.
deserve
Yeah.
respect.
My daughter has to go to counseling for that now.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And we were talking about how before, like when people get in these fields to watch our babies,
Hmm.
I'll call them all babies, but watch
Yes.
our babies. um, you should go in with a heart and mind set
Yes.
that this is something you want to do.
Hmm.
You should be passionate
Hmm.
about when you start doing it. It should
Hmm.
show. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're tired, if you don't feel like it, something's going on where you just
Yes.
can't do it, get out.
Hmm.
Get out.
But
Because like you said, they deserve just
Yeah.
as much respect as anybody else.
I also work in the field myself. Um, Here in North Carolina, a parent is allowed to work with their child. And like I told them, I refuse to let someone else work with my child. So when I came out from working from the MCO, I'm now working with my daughter, and I also have another client. I enjoy this field
Mhm.
because I treat everybody like I wanted my daughter and my
Yeah,
son to be treated.
yeah, yeah,
yeah, but yeah, you have these people who view it as a job,
yeah.
view it just
And
as
that
a
they
job.
just want to punch in, do what they do, and go home.
Yeah, and
No,
they're doing the world a gigantic favor simply by doing the job for which they're being paid.
and it's a shame so much. They a lot of times you see just like now with teaching. I
Mhm.
seen where it was posted up over here. Um, they want teachers to come in because they need them, so they're
Yeah.
offering a course. And
Hmm.
then after you take this course, I guess it's for so long, you can come in and teach a class.
Oh wow.
It's
Oh
like,
wow.
okay, are we that desperate? Um, and I feel that all teachers should be certified, have some kind of
Yeah.
certification for autism or any
Hmm.
disability, but autism specifically. They should
I
know
got
about
kicked
it.
out.
Yeah,
I got kicked out again.
we seen Teresa.
Yeah,
But there should be some kind of certification. Um, yeah, sad. We talked about, the little was it a little boy that was getting bullied by a staff?
Hmm. Hmm.
And it breaks my heart when this type of stuff comes
Hmm.
up. You're scrolling and you see it and you're like, no, why?
Hmm.
Why?
yeah.
Lori says my neighbor bowls in the Special Olympics. She won gold medals. Okay.
Very
She
good.
has grown up here across the hall, and I have been her cheerleader for 25 years. All right. That's awesome. That's amazing. It sounds like so much fun. I'm a little behind. So, the movie Beautiful Mind is about a schizophrenic patient who learns how a schizophrenic patient who learns to live without meds. Okay. Awesome. And I know there are with this movie it's a patient that learned to live without meds. I was watching actually someone on the video was describing her life. she didn't have autism, but she had ADHD, and she had kids. And I guess she said she decided, or something happened where she didn't take her medicine, and she could really see the difference when she didn't take her medicine. She was wired but not pleasant, and she wasn't able to stay on task. And then she realized the medication did help her, because when she took it, she seen watching the video of her doing what she does in the morning. She's seen the difference of how much better she was with her son, and you know, she was able to stay on task. But schizophrenia, um, and you don't have to take meds, that's actually awesome, I would think. I'm gonna have to check out that movie. What, Mr. Charles, do you know anything about schizophrenia?
I've
What
read about it. I've
what happened? Why what I want to know is, why would they at one time, before they start diagnosing autism, right? They were diagnosing people with schizophrenia. Am I correct? Or
sometimes autism got misdiagnosed as schizophrenia. Um, I remember Temple Grandin in her book Thinking in Pictures used an illustration of the difference between, a schizophrenic and somebody on the autism spectrum. The schizophrenic, might really believe, they both might talk about, being invaded by Martians. The schizophrenic really believes that they're being invaded by Martians, where the autism person with autism knows the difference between reality and imagination, and knows that, no, I'm just fantasizing about this. I don't really believe this is happening.
okay,
Well, my son, he was diagnosed with schizophrenia at 21.
okay,
Um, and it was hard for the doctor to determine whether or not he had schizophrenia, because sometimes people with, my son is a level 1 and my daughter's a level 2, but sometimes with people with autism, they tend to babble because they listen, they like to listen to the same thing all the time. And it took about a year for the doctor to actually diagnose him with the schizophrenia. He um, I've had only one instance. He takes a shot, a Abilify,
okay,
now when he take Depakote. But he's I will say, when he gets upset with a lot of loud noises or fussing or whatever, he tend to walk a lot. He starts stimming. So, but I've only had one bad instance where he thought something was there, but it's different forms. I really don't know all about schizophrenia, but I know it's like different forms and different levels. But he's not at, his schizophrenia is, got it somewhat under control.
Yeah.
controllable. Okay, yeah, because I just wonder how they are able to distinguish it. Hold on, you guys.
Yeah, schizophrenia can be treated with medicines too.
Hmm.
Whereas, well, there are things, medicines, of course, can be used to help with certain specific issues related to autism, but there's no actual medicine to treat autism.
Right. Yeah, but I've learned a lot from my children. I have learned an awful lot. So,
and some other things like ADHD. There is medicine to treat that. And speaking of getting diagnosed as an adult, my daughter now a few years ago got diagnosed with ADHD, which explains a lot of the things from her childhood. It explains a lot about her childhood, and she's been taking medication that's helped her to be able to concentrate on things better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my son has ADHD too, but it's not as bad. Um, he didn't get diagnosed with autism until he was like in middle school, because he was born early. So they just say he was developmentally delayed. And I think it was like in middle school when he actually got diagnosed with autism.
Yeah, I suspect that autism is kind of an umbrella under which a lot of things with different causes fall, and I've more and more come to suspect that in the time since my own diagnosis that it's kind of an umbrella for something doesn't quite develop correctly in the central nervous system, and it can have, in some cases, some of us are able to function independently as adults in spite of it. Others have no hope of functioning independently as adults, and the difficulties we encounter in growing up vary from person to person.
Are you asking this if my son is training in the Olympics?
Yeah, I'm not sure if she's asking you, but you can answer.
Oh, okay. Oh no. Yeah, schizophrenia is very, very tricky. I have someone on my team. She's she wrote a book about children with autism. She wrote like a kid's book, but she was asking me about being have I been tested to see whether or not where the actual autism came from, and I told her, I said no. So I'm trying to see if I can find out where actually my children's autism came from, because I personally don't have any on my side any autism or any disability. So that's something that I would want to know. Even I want to be able to I want to know whether or not am I autistic. But I do have a therapist, and I make sure, because we have to be sane in order to take care of our baby. We have to
Definitely.
be healthy and mentally healthy in order to take care of our babies.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yep, that's gonna be. Hey, Joe Howard. Hey,
And so-
Sammy.
Woof.
Yeah, we have to. You are so right about that, Susan. Our mental health is very, very important. Very important. And I say to everybody, if don't be scared to reach out to somebody. If you are at your breaking point and you need to talk, reach out to somebody and talk.
Yeah. Now, as far as family connections, something that Temple Grandin said in her book is that autism, you have a high chance of autism resulting if you have both sides of your family tree have a lot of intellectual heavyweights, and that's true of me. Both on my mom's side and my dad's side, they're professors, doctors, authors. There's a lot of intellectual heavyweights on both sides of the family, and and my daughter and I both suspect that my brother is on the spectrum, and my nephew, and also that my grandson, her son, is on the spectrum. We suspect that he is, but none of them ever been evaluated.
Right.
Yeah, you would think too, like our older relatives. Imagine how many of them never got diagnosed.
Right.
That's
Because the
another thing.
information, yep, information just wasn't there.
Yeah,
So
there have been speculations about some people and some historical figures being on the spectrum. And my view of that is that we don't know enough. For one person that there have been
Right.
speculations about, for example, is Mozart. We just
Right.
don't know enough about him though to be able to
Right.
say. It's just and anyone who authoritatively says that Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was on the spectrum is they're they're going too far, because we can't authoritatively say that. We can just say it's possible he might have been.
Hmm.
yeah. Let's see. Same in Texas. Tanya says, "Don't get me started with the teachers." Oh yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
Well, we know Joe has some experience. Um, Joe, since you're up here, share with Susan if you don't mind, if you could share with Susan the things your daughter went through at her school. Hey,
3 times. The first time was in Vegas. She came home, sure with her. Well, she went to the hospital with a dislocated shoulder from the aide yanking up on her arm. Second time was neglect in West Virginia here. Um, just kind of neglect, putting things in her mouth in the gym locker room, and two aides there with her, but letting her do it and laughing about it while my niece is peering around the corner watching them do it. And then more recently here in West Virginia was better watch how I say this now. I'm having a rough day, Nita.
what's wrong, Joe?
Joe. Yeah, Mama Jeep.
What's wrong?
It's just I don't know. Third time was West Virginia was this the teacher in the class, which was an excellent class, excellent teacher. She retired. They put the wrestling coach in there with two aides who were sitting there manhandling the kids all the time. I settled. I ain't gonna say for what, wasn't much, but
Right.
that's payment. That's not justice for
Right.
them kids, for my kid. Three.
They can eat.
Yeah, it's okay. We understand. Definitely understand. Um, DeAndre, please. DeAndre. Yep, we definitely understand, Joe. It's all right.
They put their hands all over our kids.
Yeah,
What happens if I put my hands on one of them?
that's
They
right.
walk scot free.
right. And we'd be in trouble
Yeah.
because we didn't follow protocol.
Oh, I got a protocol for them.
Kelly says, I had a situation with another nurse handling my son on the school bus. His nurse wasn't able to get him quite enough. The unrelated nurse was upset with my son along with the bus driver. Why are they upset at your son? Wow. And in respect for themselves too, yes. I am too old now. I live 4 lives raising my kids. I said it wasn't her place I said it wasn't her place to touch my child to start with, and my son, nurse, and I are the ones upset.
Yeah.
Right. Why would they even be upset at your baby? Kelly says she's seen Beautiful Minds. Me too. Oh, you too, Dale. Okay. It's I forget the name of the actor. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. Schizophrenia comes on at 18. Oh, really? I thought you could be younger with it, but okay.
Yeah, I think you
Is
can
that
be
true,
younger at it.
Susan?
That doesn't make sense that it just comes
Yeah.
at 18. You can get it. My ex-wife is schizophrenic, the one who's been in and out of jail and all that stuff, and that's been coming on for since she was young.
They
Oh,
said you can from what I was told, you can notice it as early as 18, but but my son, it we didn't notice it until he was like 21, and it just started out of nowhere. We've had to put him in the hospital twice because we didn't know he had um catatonia. He was catatonic, where he was like stuck in space. He wasn't moving. He was just stuck. It was odd, but we didn't understand it. But he finally came out of it. It was like he was just stuck. He, for instance, he cuts my yard, and he was cutting grass, and all of a sudden he just stopped in the middle of nowhere, and that was a scary moment. But he finally got out of that. Most people, I think that's, to my understanding, that's like the beginning of schizophrenia. Some
Yeah.
people go through it and some people don't. I'm not quite
so
sure.
you never noticed anything different before he got in his 20s? You never noticed
No,
anything?
only thing we knew, he just had, well, he had Asperger's. But
Okay.
when they did the spectrum, he was considered autism, but he had Asperger's. And like the doctor said, it was hard for him to say he was actually schizophrenic. He said he had his, he thought it was, but he wasn't sure. And he wanted to make sure before he actually diagnosed them. But once he became catatonic, that's when we actually found out what was, because once that kind of settled, he that's when he started talking,
Okay.
sometimes he talking
DeAndre.
that, yeah.
DeAndre. Temple is amazing and her mom is a legend. Yes.
Yeah.
Sharon says my daughter was diagnosed with mental retardation until 6. She just turned 40 February 21st. Well, now it's called intellectual
Intellectual
disability. My son has mild intellectual
Mhm.
DeAndre. Excuse me, guys. My
but
son
you
has mild, what they consider mild intellectual disability.
but they tend to stick that at the end of a lot of children.
Hmm.
And the reason why they said my daughter, they said because she couldn't subtract. And I was like, she subtract at home just because she may not do it for you. But
Right.
I had one of the, what we call care managers here. We she somehow or another she ended up gotten it taken off of her diagnosis, or somebody did, because that's what they were saying, what they call MMR. But like we just call it IDD now.
Yeah.
So
No, DeAndre, no. Um, I know too much. Let's just put it at that.
Yeah.
uh, when Jordan was in school and had high anxiety, he would have episodes that mimic it, that mimic schizophrenia. Kelly, Jordan was on in Vega. Is that how you pronounce it? for a
Mhm.
while. Have any of you heard of that medication in
No.
Vega?
I think so.
I think. Um, Lori says my great aunt had schizophrenia right after my second cousin was born. My cousin was shuffled around from family members while her mom had to stay in the hospital for life in the 60s. Wow.
Oh
Until she
wow.
died in the 90s. They didn't have
Wow.
pills for her. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What's that syndrome called?
That's when
Munchausen.
it's Munchausen. That's when somebody wants to harm himself. That's Munchausen by proxy when somebody wants to harm somebody else.
Oh, okay.
That's when a parent, but that has to do with a parent, right?
Yeah, Munchausen by proxy is when they cause their child to get sick and so on, and because they as opposed to causing themselves to get sick.
Mhm.
Mhm. Kelly says it took years before we realized that Jordan would have episodes due to extreme anxiety and his autism. Okay. Lori says it was my ex, my mom, and her dad who passed autism to my daughter, and my second ex passed it to my son. I don't know who passed. We have autism on both sides.
Mhm.
So, I can't really pinpoint, but I know I do. My oldest daughter has ADHD and dyslexia. And then my baby here has level 3. He's level 3 autistic. But we do have family members
Mhm.
on the spectrum on both sides of my family. So my ex has autism. A few of his grandchildren have it. And Lori says I'm related to Mozart by marriage. Okay.
Okay, all right.
Awesome. I play piano. My kids have high functioning autism. They have math and musical talent.
Yeah.
Looks like 5 people are left here. It's almost 8. It's usually more. That's just what the counter says. I would never put my son in a hospital. Sorry for my directness. Yep, I feel that way too, Tanya. I would rather him be here at home, regardless. I know there's got to be that plan B because if something happens to me. So, and you guys make sure you got your plan B in place.
Mhm.
Cause yeah, I don't trust the system at all.
Mhm.
Okay, you guys, we are at we're at time, but I'm gonna give everyone up here an opportunity to share something, some final thoughts, before we log off for the night. But let me read these last few comments. Jordan would have his eyes go back. He would stare. I could tell when his episode would come on because he would put his hands in his mouth, go around in circles, and yell. Then he would be gone. Oh, wow. Okay, that's how you pronounced it. Interesting topics. I have to leave. Everyone have a good night. You too. Yes, this was a
You
good
too, Del.
topic. I'd actually like to speak more on autism and schizophrenia one of these days.
Mhm.
Um, he's now on several medications. We are weaning Jordan back on meds. He has been episode free for 2 years.
That's
Let's
good.
pray
Very
it
good.
stays that way. I will have to come on one day with Jordan. Yes, Kelly. Yes, please do. Lori says my plan B is me. My son is married to his wife and is his A now. Okay.
All right.
Have a good week. Take time. yourself this week. You too, Candy.
Yeah, you
Okay,
too, Candy.
Mr. Charles, final thoughts for the evening?
Yeah. Well, I wish everybody a good week, actually a good 2 weeks. I'm not going to be here next week because my wife and I are going to be celebrating our 14th anniversary. It's actually the date of our anniversary is on next Monday, but Sunday night though we're going to be starting a 2-night getaway.
Well, happy early anniversary. Beautiful.
Well, thank you, and everybody anyway have a good 2 weeks.
All right, we'll see you when you come back. Susan, any final thoughts? Anything else you'd like to share?
I am glad to be here, and I do thank you for inviting me.
You're always welcome. Always. And
Yep.
just let us know. Let us know when your next, live is, or whenever you have a meeting for the parents, and share
Okay.
with us, and I'll be there.
All
And
right.
make sure,
I'll send you the information.
okay, awesome. And make sure you share your page link, your Facebook page link in the chat so people can follow you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think you have to be connected to YouTube. Is that correct?
No, your are you on Facebook? Are you coming through on Facebook or YouTube?
No, through Facebook.
Okay,
So I
yeah,
can just leave it in there. Okay.
yeah, in the chat. Look on my Facebook page and you can leave it in the comment section of this video.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do.
Joe, any final thoughts?
Not this time.
All right, you get you some rest. And here's a virtual hug for you.
Kelly.
Teresa, you've been awfully quiet this evening.
Just love listening to everybody's stories.
Any final thoughts?
Just take care and enjoy this weather.
Oh, yeah. Well, California has some good weather.
Yes, we are.
Good vibes, good luck. And Kelly says, take care. Everybody, I want to thank you all. I appreciate each and every one of you. We will be back next Sunday, same place, same time, for another open discussion. Those of you who are in the book club this time, if you guys are available, last time we missed, but tomorrow at 7 p.m., we're going to do a book club discussion. So I'll put out a reminder for myself too.
I'll try to be there tomorrow night.
Okay. I'm gonna send out a reminder. But you guys have a great start of the week. Take care of yourself. Drink your water. Have a cup of coffee. Get some rest. You hear that, Joe? Get you some rest. Get you some rest. Okay. And until next time, see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.